Howdy, howdy. Oh, I need my microphone closer. Howdy, howdy. Woo! Aylin! 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 Do I have your attention? Yes? Okay. Hold on. Aylin, may I present to you the orb stand? Wow. Behold, this is what Emma made me for Christmas. Isn't it beautiful? It's like rainbow flavored and it's cool and it's a star. Yeah. She was like, I made an extra buoyancy in like the middle in order to sit orb on top of it. How cool is that? Yeah. Oh, she gave this to me today and I was like, she was like, you better clean your hands because I'm gonna give you a gift. And I'm like, what? And she's like, for Christmas. And I'm like, huh? Had completely forgotten. Oh yeah, cotton candy rainbow. Yeah! Emma is the best. She is. It's so beautiful. I love it. Mwah. So cool. Oh yeah. There we go. Perfect. Now you can perfectly see the other orb. Far off into the distance. Okay. Alright, that's all I needed to do today. We can go to bed. Hi Ava. Hi Daft. Good on her finding a star pattern, honestly. Why? Is that difficult? Zip, 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 zip. Zip, 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 zip. Blah, blah, blah. Zip, 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 zip. Blah, blah, blah. Ba, 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 ba. Ugh. And here I thought you'd commit to the Terraria thing. What are you talking about? I played Terraria earlier. I played it for a whole hour-ish, not really. It was kind of just open while I zoned out a little bit, but I played it and it was great. Found a map. That's pretty good. It's gonna be good. I searched for one and it gave me knitting patterns and weird other shit. I had to wing it for my starfish. Damn. That's kind of weird. Do you want me to talk? I mean, like, or you could send her a message. Hi, Oda. How you doing? Did you, wait, what was I saying? Or you could send her a message and say, hey, how did you make the star pattern? Oh, I thought you meant to play it on stream. No. No, I just meant in my spare time. I was going to play Metaphor when I came home, but I was like tired and it got past 3 and I was like, I don't have that much time left. And I was gonna do more editing. I don't know. I just sat and like played a little bit of it as I watched a Elden Ring bingo lockout. That's the big else I thought of, actually. House. Oh, 2 things to tell you, House. 1, we need to totally do a Skyrim lockout bingo thing at some point, okay? I thought, I was just like, oh, that'd be like a fun little stream to do, you know? Obviously we have to wait until, like, this would probably be like a day stream. This would be like, maybe like a 12-hour stream and, you know, like, I have to wait until I have time is the point, which may be a month away, but idea. Lockout, what now? I've never heard of that, but I'm intrigued. Oh my god, okay, hold up. The tide has been in my bones today. What the fuck? Why? I sent Emma compliments. Excellent. Okay, let me send you, I'm gonna send you a link, buddy. Oh, also, second thing, House, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Pretty please. If at some point while I'm sleeping, that the Switch 2 announcement trailer is definitely happening tomorrow, can you send me like a message? At some point, whenever it's, if it is confirmed, send me a message. If it's not confirmed, don't worry about it, because at this point I feel like Nintendo's just gonna be like, I'm not gonna send you anything, you know, like, I just feel like Nintendo's keeping everything behind their backs when everyone's like, there's rumors, there's leaks, they say tomorrow, and they haven't said anything, any confirmations yet. But yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be confirmed while I'm sleeping, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, come on. And yeah, no, it's a little weird, because obviously, like, I go on and obviously people are talking about it being a thing and not a thing. I just wanted confirmation. Okay, I'm gonna show you something, House. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, so a lockout bingo. For those who don't know, where are my tabs? Here it is. So luckily there's a website that does this for us. Okay. Sorry, not Ace Attorney. Sorry guys, don't look at Ace Attorney. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. So this is what you're focusing on. So what happens is there's this website called Bingo Sync. And other people can connect to it. And we can be like our own colors. And what happens is it'll generate this. So it's a 5x5 grid. And here it says, get 10 zones of stones of Baron's Ire, or have 15 spells, cure any disease, die by being eaten by a dragon, discover 5 dragon lairs. So there's a bunch of like little goals to go get. So we would open up like a fresh new account of Skyrim, and we would aim to do like, try and get like a row of 5. And if that becomes impossible, or we could do just majority. It'd be like, who can do like the majority of events first before the other person can. Oh my god, someone called 000. I've found the wanted criminal, Han, the me napper. That's me. I nap regularly. Does that make sense, House? Is this bingo race open to enter? Do you want to do a Skyrim one with us? Would I have to make it bigger? How many people do you do if you do more people? It just says normal. Lockout. I guess I can't make it bigger? I don't know. How does it work if there's 3 people? That's my question. I feel like it would be a lot more difficult with 3 people. I don't know. Usually I just feel like it's 2v2, but I mean, if there's a way to do it. I have no clue what is going on. Yeah, it sounds fun. Skyrim is terrifying to watch, but pre-fun. Terrifying to play, but pre-fun to watch. Skyrim? Terrifying? Nah. I mean, you're talking to someone who has most of it memorized, so it's not really terrifying anymore as it is just run, because I know where I need to go. So I'm going back to my criminal activity. All right, don't do anything bad. Be good. Go back to bed. Be back by 10. Yeah. AM. I've 100%ed Alfheim, Moosevilheim, and Svartalfheim so far. Hey! Good job, Aelin. Only play Pokemon, Animal Crossing, and Stardew. And you are completely valid. That's all I want to be doing. Stardew. I love Stardew Valley. Anything else is scary. That's valid. That's fair. I'm totally down to do this, but I'm just quietly lamenting the fact that I'm gonna have to turn off all my mods, but fuck it, YOLO. You can make a, like, different instance, can't you? Do you remember how to do that? Or that was a thing on Nexus mods. On Nexus mods, there was like a thing where you make a different instance of the game and you can just launch it completely vanilla. Thank you for the reminder. No worries. Fresh install, fresh save, no Google help would be fun. We could, all right, hear me out. We could do like 2 semi races. Like if all 3 of us do it, rather than we could like have 3 different people. We could have all 3 of us inside the bingo thing like this. And we could first see who gets the first bingo, like across in a row, and then from that point onwards, it's just who can get the most filled in by the however, like whoever's first to complete all of the squares, and then we could just like end it after that. How about that? Even I could play. Oh, that's an idea. I'm terrible at games. It's not about being terrible at games, it's more like having fun. 2 months to go. I'm in when I next have breath in my body. As I said, this is a plan for a couple of weeks away, because because I have like a co-worker who's away at the moment. I need to wait for us to hire a new person because one person's leaving at the end of this week. I have a lot of shifts this week and next week. I need to kind of wait to see how next week's shifts go. Because I would like to try and do like, I would do like a big like 12-hour stream, and this would probably be like the first half of it or something, you know, and we could just fluff around and enjoy it together. That's what I'm thinking. Illy Val. Anyway, Con, thank you for the tier 1 subscription for 5 years and 7 months. Much appreciated. Almost at 69, man. You got this. Just unsubscribes permanently once you get to 69 months. And have you heard of the game called Grounded? I have. I'm terrified of it because of spiders. So next year, Alamo. No. I'm very much planning. Yeah, I'd like to do this within the next month or so, within the next couple of weeks. You can put on that makes the spiders less spider-like. Yeah, but it's not just the spiders. It's kind of like just all bugs. And like, I watched Smitty play it. Like, how much more do I need to do? All right. Okay. I think I'm up to date with stream. Anyway, but okay, the Afton House. We'll do that at some point. At some point. But yeah, I just thought of it the other day and I was like, oh, that would be like fun. We could totally do that. After watching the Elden Ring, there's an Elden Ring lockout bingo as well. And I was like, oh my God, but it's also probably like requires talent. And by that, I mean like you basically need to like know everything about Elden Ring and know how to like maximize your efforts towards stuff as much as possible. And I don't think I'd be good at it at all. But I'm just saying like that, like, so on that website, so it's called Bingo Sync. I like looking on it sometimes. There's like tons of different like lockout bingo stuff in relation to, I think that might be Stardew Valley ones, Terraria, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I think there's like a shit ton. So, highly recommend. What about getting ragdolled into orbit by a giant? That might be one. I did one. I did like a long stream of it once, and I think getting killed 5 times by a giant was actually one of those things. So, you never know. Alrighty. That sounds fun. Yeah. Anyway, we're playing Ace Attorney. Sorry, going on a bit of a tangent. Just me making future plans that I can't live up to yet. You know, like everything else in my life. I'm tired. How's everyone's day going? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a good day. I only had half a day's work today, but I still feel like I came home and it was like, I don't have time to do anything. So I played Terraria and did a very little bit of editing. This week's weekly highlights is up already. Wait, did I post that in the I think I posted that in Discord. So that's done. Yeah. And there'll be a the 12-hour stream from November will be uploaded too. So, played Terraria. What do you mean? Do you ever play Terraria, Con? Anyway. I've been dealing with a headache and just played PoET 2 and Bellatro back and forth today. Are you okay? sounds like a lot. Like, that sounds like a kind of day. Like, have you taken some medication? Yeah, I need to try a new pillow. I did do some studies and traced some sewing patterns, so I was still productive. Good on you. Sure, I love Terraria. I play it all the time. Well, this must be true. I mean, that's gotta be true, right? Con wouldn't lie to us, right, guys? Con would never lie to us, right? Does it tell me how many hours you have in Terraria? Shit, how do I... I was gonna fucking check you. Thanks to denial, I'm immortal. Yeah, you are. How do I check your hours in Terraria? Yes! Okay, let's go. 219 hours? Why is that like way more than I anticipated from you? Wow, okay. I'm genuinely impressed now. I didn't think you had that many hours in Terraria. GG, mate. You doxing me? Only enough to give you a hug. I took some ibuprofen. Good. I'm starting to work my notes, etc. on my Windows computer so I can get used to it. Yeah, how'd your studying go today? I'm learning, plus the bullshit AI auto opt-in thing that I had to hunt down on my phone to opt out of has me thinking with my new study knowledge I might not use Apple next upgrade. Come to the dark side. It's all about Android. Not really, but... Next, she's gonna reveal my 3,000 hours playing this stream's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. I just remembered something. Oh, never mind. Don't worry. God, it's been a weird couple of days, guys. I basically like got to work and my brain just kept thinking things, and I was like in such work mode. Like my coworker turned up and I was basically like, all right, you know about this, and this, just because everything's been like weird recently. It's been great. Part of an activity was to list features. I can read. Ava, thank you for the tier 1 subscription for the very first month. Enjoy it while you can, because it'll be like longer than that before you can blink. Genuinely, the most Android versus iOS debate is almost meaningless in 2025. It's kind of true. I definitely feel like the more time that goes on, the more I'm kind of like... I'm so tempted sometimes to get an iPhone, specifically for the better camera. I feel like the iPhone is usually made out to be like better for like filming and stuff. And I'm like, shit, well, if I want to do fancy stuff, I want a better camera. But on the other hand, it's like, I can just take a photo with my current camera and not question it. Right. Everything that Android has made it better has been on iPhones for years. It has even emulators on it now. Pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of just worked. It was a lot of work. Guys, it was really busy today at work, and I'm disappointed in society. Because it was almost like all of like the people were suddenly like back home. I don't know what happened, but it was like suddenly like so many people were home, and I was like so there was a lot more people around, and it was just like, why? Why are they here? I buy cheap phones specifically for the not $1,000 prices. So Android, same. I say that, the prices aren't getting too different nowadays either between the two. I'm better off going for like a completely different one. Okay, so to preface this again, I have to end stream early again tonight. I know, 3 days in a row, guys. They're taking everything away from us. But she be right, we'll get there slowly. Armor's there. Okay. My arm will make it. Okay. Weirdly enough, guys, so today was super busy. I feel like the adrenaline like kicked into my arm and my arm started hurting less. And either the adrenaline is still in my body, or like through the pain I have fixed my arm somehow, but that doesn't seem likely. So I'm just anticipating waking up tomorrow in even more pain, but we'll see. All your customers conspire to show up today instead of yesterday. Well, that's what I mean, right? It feels like it, right? Like, it's almost like everyone's like, no, we'll wait till tomorrow. And everyone does it. Feels like a conspiracy. Okay, anyway. How you think I did that in front of a crowd of thousands? An excellent point. Time for my countermove, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions. A certain something, eh? Mighty specific. What did Knight use to hide his actions from the crowd? The briefcase.
Take that.
My attaché case. Yes, take a look at Kay's photograph. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun, and in such a way that you wouldn't be detected. Except you totally would be. That's the stupid thing about all of this, is that, like, people have, like, aerial sound, right? Like, people know, like, if something is happening here, or if it's happening here. You know what I mean? Like, people would know that the shot came from, like, right on top of the stage. But let's just ignore that.
Objection.
Objection. You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed. Noticed what? That theories are all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I had my gun with the attaché case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence. At best, you can't prove any of it. If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you'd run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You're gonna go dredge it up. You never know, but maybe Shelley will come back. I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything that concrete. I thought not. Maybe now you could shut your mouth. Oi. Huh? Ms. Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk. What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist? No, never mind. That's what I thought. That's a threat, man. Ms. Lloyd. I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You're a journalist, after all, are you not? Dang it. I can't stay quiet any longer. Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I would think carefully before opening that mouth of yours. I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no damn scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have told you this before. What is it? It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that's all I've done. I never shot nobody. You stupid. I thought I told you. You squeal and you go down as an accomplice. It was him. He told me to do it. I was at Zhangfar's embassy sniffing out a story like I told you. That was 3 days back. It comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you an exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff. Oof, words. Hi, Lurka. Hi, Keecha. Sorry, Lurka. Hi, Keecha. Thank you for the luck. What about the gun in the trash can? That I don't know anything about. I swear, all he told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point that there pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am. Thank you, Ms. Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham. What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you? My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you'd intended, perhaps then you could have kept your porn quiet, So, let me get this straight. You told Tabby if you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder? Or something like that? Oh, of all the dirty! Ah, said no such thing. Oh, that's right. He's deflated now. President Wang?
Get her up. Right, it's time we come clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt.
Oh, I do. I'm sorry.
But why? Why do something like that?
My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies. All of it.
A bullet in the vest. Wrong person, but whatever.
It was planted ahead of time. It wasn't hit by anything today.
But then, what was up with Killer? Can we talk about the fact there's still a dead person on the middle of the stage here?
Our plan got out somehow, and then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He'd hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh? And what would that be?
Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real?
That's true, and therein lies the real question.
It was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native to Zhengfa, but he was someone I could fully trust.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Sounds like he was trustworthy to the president as after you, huh, sir?
Yes, sure. I believe that's for me to say, detective, not you.
Ugh.
Oh my god, this happened in America twice. And well, wait, I don't think there's any real confirmation. Holy shit, it's All Might's cousin. I'm sure I'm the first person to make that joke too. I hadn't even thought of it like that, so GG, mate. You might be the first person to say that, who knows? Must have known about the plan too then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
You would have done well to listen to him.
Oh, this is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted.
Yeah, bitch. What was so great about him anyway? What's gone into him?
It was just another piece on the board, there to protect you, nothing more. Mr. Knight, how could you?
Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? While that pious coward's backed down when you needed him to step up the most.
I value your support too, of course, but...
Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. And now that that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. God, this guy is terrible. He's saying, thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team.
We're all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But doesn't that seem a little imprudent to you?
Why, my plan this time was perfect, as they always are and as they always will be. That's quite a statement, especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure. Yeah, no thanks to you, and that buffoon Rook. And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault? If he hadn't died, to kill would have never come after me, and I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane.
Mr. Knight, you shouldn't talk like that.
Fine, the guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he wanted. But did he die protecting the president? Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake. Oh, come on, do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through the balloon.
And the second, that wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
Real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Kay. Our lily white friend over there.
What? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it did happen. Twice. Hi. Hi, Ashley. How you doing?
Oh yes, Lord. Again with this? I'm not a deranged assassin. But is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it.
I still do. Well, not like of her, like of him. He's just, I don't know. Trying to figure out like what I'm missing from all of this discussion. Like there's a lot of talking going on right now, but I'm like kind of like, wait, so what's really happening? Obviously Knight did it, but like what's the extent to what he did?
The gun is in the trash can. It can only belong to you.
Alright, we're just in another testimony.
As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in the room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground.
Wait, hold up. Go back. Did you just say, I left Rook in this room while I secured the president in the safe room? That's easy for you to say. That sounds like all conjecture to me. Must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. How do you know for sure? So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The Knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king.
You want to translate? He means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of chess?
But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Hey!
Let's go! Look at him, our boy.
Doesn't matter, it's still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win.
Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match in any case, for this is where our battle really begins.
Knight's Gambit.
Hold it! I want details on this. Why do that? You and the president both knew the whole thing wasn't real.
But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. It's not a good look, right? Imagine if someone had spotted a man who'd just been shot at, hanging out in his plane, sipping grape juice like he didn't have a care in the world.
And what was the victim doing during all this?
Who knows? I was in the safe room, like I said. Anyway.
I want to know if the president agrees with this account, though.
Did you hear a gunshot?
Where on the ground exactly?
Right where he is now. Middle of the floor. The door on the outside was shut, though. Guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. And thanks to his little blunder, my whole plan fell apart.
Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk that way.
May have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here now to save your good name. I'd call that dereliction of duty. What would you call it?
An honorable try, which is more than what you'd give, I'd say.
Sorry, but that's just how it is. Must have shot Rook while he was escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
I'm just thinking about like what even evidence is there to present? Something about the trajectory must have shot Rook while they were escorting the president off stage. Okay, it might be this. I haven't pushed that yet. I'm gonna go back and press the first statement.
Hold it!
The victim really didn't take part in your little plan then, did he?
Nope, and we kept him in the dark on the details.
So he really thought the president was in danger? But wait, he must have noticed that the shot came from the right next to him.
Maybe he did. Guess we'll never know. It's a shame. He still had a job to do. He still had to protect his king.
And he was able to make a judgment like that in a split second. Impressive. He really was as capable as they say.
Not as capable as but I couldn't read him like a book. I made it so he had no choice but to go along with our little performance. God, what a fuck, man. Alright, yes.
Hold it!
Weren't you and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof attaché cases?
Yeah, opened them right after Rook spotted the laser sight. We moved into recovering positions and used them to shield the president.
So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in that defensive shield. Do you really believe Ms. Lloyd to be that skilled a marksperson?
No. She was aiming for the president. That makes her a lousy shot.
So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit. And the bullet simply happened to find its way past your attaché cases and through the gap in his vest.
Seems crazy too, but the facts are the facts. It was a shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye, and the proof is in your hands.
What? There was so much he said in there that just sounds fucking stupid. What? Have I pushed everything?
Hold it!
So the second shot had nothing to do with you.
Right, that one was fired by your little friend. Imagine Scoop should have bagged if it had hit its mark.
I'm a journalist, you hear? I don't make facts, I report them.
Yeah, journalists who sign up to a fake assassination plan in hopes of getting a story.
That's not...
Look, I admit it, I set the whole thing up. And your role was to aim the laser pointer at the president. It's not my fault that wasn't enough for you. You were the one who decided to bring a gun to the party. Who knows, maybe you thought it would... If you kept on shooting, you could shut me up too.
So Mr. Knight's suggesting that he first fired one shot, and then Ms. Lloyd fired once more.
Yeah, basically implying that Tabby also had a gun on her.
The revolver has 2 spent shots.
Well, yeah, but it's like it was planted in the bin.
So there's no indication that she even held the gun at any point at all, right? Oh. Wait. I'm not sure. Okay, I think... beats me where she could have got one from, but hey, his entire testimony is pure conjecture. You can't prove any of it. You're right, let's hit him with some cold, hard, undeniable facts. Evidence. Umphy. Okay. But you might have a point. You might have a point, maybe? Okay, let's read through this very slowly. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. Okay. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. Miss Journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. It was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. That's actually a really good point. Like, it... Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no, you're onto something, Neb. Yeah, because the gun has 2 fires shot in it, which he theoretically planted, which means he planned to shoot 2 shots. Yeah. Oh god. Is that right? You have a good point.
Objection!
Good job, Neb. Well done. Yeah, you're paying attention. I wouldn't have figured that out. I was gonna think in a completely different direction. So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, that what you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of rounds spent? Guns are dangerous, somebody could get hurt. This is hurting my head. It hurts my head too, man. Sometimes the game is like, it's one of those things where it's like extremely nuanced and it's just like, huh? I had a feeling there was something weird about the way he was saying like that one killer shot, and I was like, oh. It's simple, because it was planted for the real perpetrator of the crime. Somebody faked the evidence? Yes, and if you think about it, their reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one gun. I get it. So that's why it's got two spent rounds, huh? Precisely. As we have already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon, which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either. Nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. But don't you get to the point? But why don't you get to the point? You've come this far, spit it out. Oh, I intend to. Don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was... It was him! You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook. Oh, finally got up the courage to say it, huh?
Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door to the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. Having some alone time together. You know how it is. Before things got a tad too bloody. Anyway. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Objection. Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works?
Objection!
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. But wasn't the president right next door? Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
And that's what you did this time too, right?
Well, that is...
Let's go on into him. Mr. President, this is vitally important. Hi, Tab. Had a blackout. Oh no! How long did the blackout last for, buddy? No stress. Welcome. Welcome. It's only 45 minutes. What's going on? How did I figure that? I'm high as shit. Good job, Neb. Listen, sometimes the brain knows what it's talking about, even when it doesn't make any sense. Maybe they were high while making this game, and you just, like, similar brain cells. It's almost 6 hours. Holy crap. I guess it's time to whip out a book. Guns often make people's head hurt. Illy Tab. Yay. Doing great, buddy. Sprinkle positivity. I don't know why I keep trying to use my other hand. Chat's cute. And how do I... Ugh. Sorry. Ah. Okay, nothing happened. Yeah, I hope you had an okay day. I need a hug. It was so hot, and some of my coworkers were being kind of rude today. Hecky. That's okay, buddy. Big hugs. It's alright. This is as far as I can do it, but it's alright, buddy. It's frustrating. It's been weird. It was really busy today at work, and it was just like, why did this have to happen? Please calm down. I don't know, man. I start thinking real deep when I'm stoned. That's when the brain works its best, obviously. Or something. I don't know. Please, President Wang!
Fine. I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. Just the slightest hint of that awful noise, and oh, it's just too much.
Really? Oh, that was sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish. Ahem. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was carrying beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on, which means you knew the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook. I like it was like, time to amend my previous statement.
Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed the old halfwit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I'll get for putting my life on the line for you day in after day, day after day.
I want to believe you, but
you don't get it. I just don't get. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt? What you? It looks like he's putting an arm around his like the dude. Just wait. What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it? No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired. Yeah, well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start? What? Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday or the day before. Then today, another bullet, the bullet that hit Rook.
That's pure speculation, pal. You know it.
Maybe, but can you prove it's not true?
Dude!
Yes, Aelin. I want to 100% the maps, and holy mother of God. No spoils, but damn. What are you talking about specifically? Again, you can always just put it into Discord, and I'll Google what you're referring to. Like, what are you trying to 100%? Are you just saying it's a lot, or? Sleepy peepee. Not with any certainty, no. You're nothing without conclusive proof, so come on! A single piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? A nap. I've been waiting for it all day. I'm kidding. I had a little bit of a nap earlier. I had to lay down. There must be something. Wasn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can't prove it, tabbies. Please, Ruffles. I messed up. I know I did. I shoulda never had done what I did, not even for a scoop. But murder? Nah, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body. Conclusive proof? If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can. If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, forensic could tell us which gun it was fired from. No proof, no case, and a discussion. Objection! That's a conversation, but it's fine. Hold it right there! What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof? Of course I do. This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Yes, but also no, I'll DM. Okay. Oh. Oh, heck yeah. God, you have more going on. One at a time. Stories going batshit crazy. Rip. Power's out again. God damn it. I have to be up at 3 AM tomorrow. My phone might die if I can't change it tonight. That's okay, Tab. Hopefully everything will be back working real soon, okay? I believe in you. Go get that sleep, man. Love you, Tab. Hey, Older. Oh. I'm really sorry I keep yawning. Okay. This ought to be good. Alright. Where's my hand? Show me this proof of yours. The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Well, I don't have it. Do I? I mean, I don't have it, but I can get it. Does it want me to just say that it's not in my possession? Unless Shelly did something. I mean, this is just a calling card. What's it gonna do? Not currently in my possession. Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over. However, it is here in this room. What? What? As you know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where is the real bullet? This is too nuanced for me. I'm gonna miss my wake-up time and probably get in trouble. That's right, man. Just go to bed now. Alright, this is what you do. Okay, set your alarm early as, like, the earliest possible one. And you just gotta, like, sit there and tell your brain and be like, wake up at 2 AM, okay? Just tell your brain, you gotta sit there and just, like, meditate on it, okay? You tell that brain. You're like, brain, I need you to wake up at this time, okay? I believe in you. Just gotta trust yourself. Trust that random brain of yours. I like it. A twist! This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on, then. Don't go keep us in suspense. This. Because why would the screen be shattered? Right. Take that! There's something very clearly missing from this room. Yes, a prosecutor with some common sense. Take a look at the bank of security monitors. Oh. I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all over this plane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
That was. I've no idea what my plushie is doing there now, though.
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go and why? The why is easy enough to answer because it was struck by a bullet. For if we were to believe the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. So where did the missing monitor go? Where indeed? I believe it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Wait, hold up. Are they saying an entire screen has been placed somewhere? inside the, obviously inside of the bulletproof casing, right? I think I misunderstood something that I didn't realize is that there's an entire like monitor inside of like these tiny squares, which means that you can literally like you could take it in and put it back in. I don't know why, I just assumed it was like, you know, like a new like TV screen, like all of it would be kind of like immersed into the wall and you wouldn't really be able to like take them out easily, but here I just thought like someone shot the screen and like there was maybe like broken glass everywhere. I didn't interpret it as a removable monitor. Probably in the case. We'll get there. I'm gonna save. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir.
Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember?
I have no objections to the search. Please go ahead. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way.
What are you? I don't believe this. Rook this, rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else? This is just like a poor guy with an inferiority complex. I wouldn't say poor, more like an asshole. Superiority complex. No, inferiority. Both? I'm not quite sure. Try to sleep. I'm stressed now. It's alright. Keep being awesome. You too, buddy. Alright, you got this. Believe in yourself. Also, drink a lot of water. Your body naturally wakes up to relieve itself. That's really smart. I really hate that personally. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta drink plenty of water, you know, because I'm streaming and I'm relaxing. Like, why not do both, you know? And then I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, God damn it. The search has been authorized, detective, if you wouldn't mind. How'd you find it? Wow, that was easy. Was it the bird?
Sir, I found the monitor.
Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet.
Let's see if I pull my head in. Just come on, come on, come on. Got it.
Well, would you look at that? Blood. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. GG. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit if this bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Ms. Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer. Fuck you. What? No pithy comeback? Is it pithy? Is it pithy? Pithy? Pithy. I'm pretty sure it's pithy, right? Like a pith. Like, anyway. Pithy. Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found. Striations. What a word.
Yes, sir, we'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it.
I love you, Gumshoe. You are my love. Alright, let's hear what forensics has to say.
Our findings as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victims,
proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun. Probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear. Lastly, striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon. What? How could that be? No way! Oh, come on! There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet. How? Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right. What's the matter? You didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you? Wait, no, that still doesn't explain the whole where the gunshot was found and stuff. Guess you misread the board. Because the only one backed into a corner here is you. Oh, I keep thinking, is it? Did we win? We haven't won. What is happening? I keep thinking, yep, excellent, done. Now we have fucking more to do. We're not winning today, guys. Maybe tomorrow. Let's try again tomorrow, okay? Keep doing it. There's no denying it. Forensics proves that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area.
So who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it. Your move, Edgeworth, but just remember 2 things. 1, where you found that gun, and 2, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. How did it come to this? Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is. There's no way Tabby did it, is there? Don't let him get you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them. Okay, let's do this.
The whole game is you solve the puzzle. Now this, here is why you're wrong. It's not really how, well, it's like obviously like just trying to like, the like whole idea of backing us into a corner, and it's like, well, what else could there be? And then you find out there's like a really stupid conclusion usually. And it's just like, what? That's how it goes. Night, take care. You're going to bed early, Alda. Sure, I won't see you again in an hour. No. Sorry. Go to bed, Alda. Sleep well. Forensic proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. How do you know she's my friend? The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it.
Hold it!
No, that's...
Objection!
Well, you said your forensic would back you up, right? What is it, Kay? I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. You're asking me to call the evidence into question. Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did it, then the problem must lie there. You seem very sure about this. Call it my great thief's intuition. Intuition, huh? Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... As someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but... If I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be... the gun, right? Well, the gun's the most suspicious, because it was planted. So there's a good chance that maybe the gun was made to be an exact replica of his gun. So there's 2 guns that are exactly the same, so we'd never be able to identify any of them. Right? Maybe? But do you have the bullet? I do have the bullet. But the bullet found inside a security monitor, which seems to be the bullet that killed Rook. So I feel like it's... like this is, because it's layered in blood, it's less likely to have been tampered with. Because otherwise he would have wiped the blood off it or something, right? Compared to the gun, was found in a trash can on the left side of the spectator area. It was literally planted there, so that means they had time to premeditate something with the revolver, possibly. And if this is like an exact, like identical gun to Knight's gun, that it's possible. Give me a second. Or planted the gun after killing Rook. No, I'm saying he did it beforehand. So they planned the fake assassination attempt. So I'm saying he made an exact replica of his gun somehow. Way earlier on. He kept his gun, and then the other one was put inside the trash can. And then the whole assassination attempt thing to get more popularity played out. And then obviously, like, the gun was found where it was found, and then he just kept his gun on hand. Like, we just needed to really tell him to hand over his gun, right? If something untoward is going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun.
Now, have the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane.
Oh shit, that's a good point. I'd do what he says if I were you, Edgeworth. This can't really be the end. Tornadoes can learn Crunch. Sorry, what? Tornadoes can learn Crunch. I find it insanely weird that a shirtless daddy wind god just goes around knobbing people. Is that canonical? Is that true? You're talking about that weird Tornadus guy or something, right? He's like... Look silly. I don't know. I can't remember. I think he's in Legends. Tornadus. Yeah. Weird guy. Zeus is cooler. Maybe not as good, but he's cooler. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime, which means it must belong to Mr. Knight. Sorry, what's the question? There's no doubt this gun is the gun that was used in the crime, which means it must belong to the Knight guy again.
Take that!
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. Oh, shit. So when he had a chance to tamper with the, like, pick up all the evidence, he quickly switched his gun around with what was found in here. So it's, oh, that's fucking insane. Playing Legends. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, Legends Arceus. Fuck yeah. He does have a big cat form. He has a cat form? I want to have a cat form. Where's my cat form? I want to be like, meow. Meow, meow. Aced it. Alright. I was like, I'll say something that's like Hannah, but it's Hanya. I don't know, but it didn't really, like, I didn't know how to say it until just then. Hanya, Hanya. Alright. Alright, so I made all of this stuff in my brain. Wait, so what did I... Wait, hold up. Hold up, so what did I... Switch for the one found in the spectator area. Bullet, markings, match those are the... Wait. Wait, so I found out all this facts for what reason? What am I supposed to... Is there anything we could do, Mr. Edgeworth? There must be something. Our reasoning thus far has been sound, I'm sure of it, which means we can overcome his defense this time as well. Really? Even with the forensic results on his side? If a testimony is untruthful, there's always a contradiction to be found. Okay. Forensics proved that the gun and the bullets are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. I still find it hard to believe. I just want to say, hear me out, guys. Is what he's saying is that from the spectator area, they shot a gun. They shot a second time from the gun, right? And then, I guess, ran onto the stage to then get into the airplane to then shoot Rook in this area. And then managed to escape again, apparently without any other bodyguards at the front of the plane. There were 2 bodyguards at the front of the plane when we turned up. Like, there's so many flaws in logic in relation to all this. Like, it's hard to believe that someone was in a spectator stand to begin with and tried to take a shot at someone and obviously do terribly. And then, yeah, it's just, it's not really a logical line of events, really. So he pulled the trigger. It can't have been me. I was on stage, which leaves your little friend. Maybe this is the problem?
Hold it!
So what did you prove? Still trying to make this about how I fired the first shot? Sure. You proved that and I admitted it. But so what? You're forgetting that you're here to do one thing and one thing only.
Oh yeah, that's right, we'll cover the truth.
And you think ruining your country's relations with Shenkfar is gonna do that? No, your job is to solve an attempted assassination, nothing more.
I'll decide what my job is, thank you very much. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Oh yeah? Let the trail go cold while you flip your wig over. Who gets to say who or what?
I don't have a wig.
Hold it!
Objection!
Fuck. No, that was not the question I wanted to ask. I wanted to emphasize the spectator area. I have like 4. My favorite is a ginger one. Sorry, what? Are you talking about tea? What are you referring to, Ava? We just gotta prove it.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to prove. Bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger?
Hold it! Hold it!
What proof is there that Miss Lloyd fired that gun?
What proof? How about the forensic you ordered?
They didn't find her prints though, did they?
Yeah, the only prints they found were yours, pal.
Objection!
From when I confiscated the evidence, probably. Anyway, say it wasn't Miss Journalist. Who was it? Because it can't have been me. Our investigation put the shooter in the spectator area, didn't he? Are you ready to admit it yet? All the evidence points in one direction.
Hold it!
Have I done this? No, I did this one. Okay, there's no other information to glean from this, is what I'm... Okay, I'm gonna refamiliarize myself with the evidence. So, floating in the on the right of the lakeside stage, but has since been popped. Okay. A special report from President Jin Wang. Ms. Lloyd's tape. Extrapolations from the bullet trajectory suggests that night fired the shots that popped the balloon. Well, it was just one shot, but sure. Case photos. I guess it is possible. They definitely make it look like the platform isn't really elevated. I expected the platform to be more elevated, but that's fine. The security plan. What is the game? Walks. Wigs. F4. Oh, you have multiple wigs. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. I was like, what else is ginger other than, like, tea? Press him about being on the stage, because Rook is dead in the plane. I've already pushed him on that. Right? Right? Didn't I? Hold up.
Hold it!
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've done that. I've pushed that.
Objection!
I'm trying to find the specific piece of evidence that I need to, like, contradict, and I cannot figure it out. She's the murderer and you just pushed it and proved it. Can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. So who pulled the trigger? The bullet that... Oh my god. There's no denying it. Forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. Yes. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. Maybe this? Switched for the one found in the spectator area. Bullet markings match those of the thing. Maybe I just need to present this now that the thing has been amended.
Objection!
Fuck. It was way simpler than I was thinking. That's okay. Okay. Admit it, you switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings match the weapon in question. It was yours all along. An intriguing move there, Edgeworth, and... You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence, while I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation. You took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can, and put it on your own. Then, not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found. Did I, huh? You think I knew somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future? Is that so strange? You're a chess player after all, a man well used to thinking several moves ahead. Can you please put that gun down, by the way? Like, that's like a dangerous weapon. I'm flattered, but much as it pains to admit it, you're overestimated my abilities. Aced it. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch? The camera? Oh, please. This is case number 1, guys. Why is it still going? This is case number 1. I just want to say, like, the case number 1 of the first was so short. Like, of the first one was so short, and now this one just keeps going. Hi, Ultra. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to a new day. The gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. Then look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what. You seem overestimating your abilities. You surprise me. What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is. Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you? Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up, I just didn't have the right evidence. I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence. Will be your excuse, I'd imagine. The gun is his whole personality. You can't just not point it at everything. You can put the spent bullets in the other gun. Sorry, hold up. Are you saying that... Oh... I never really thought about it. You're saying... Yeah, because usually, like, in, like, games and stuff, there's, like... Huh. Like, the gun... Like, the bullet separates into 2 different pieces. I don't know why. My brain was like, what? Like I haven't seen, like, in video games where they go, like, and it's go, you see all, like, the ends of... But I never put it together in my brain that it was the end of the bullet. I just thought it was, I don't know, like a pen lid, you know, and I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Listen, it's just don't worry about it. I'm not good at this game. Doesn't eject the shell in a revolver. I know, but I guess in my brain, I never thought that you'd have to take all of, like, the bullet casings out. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought if you, like, shot something, all of it just goes out at once, you know? Like, I wouldn't think that I'd have to take anything out of the gun. Lol, it's a shell. It holds the powder. Oh. Okay. Depends on how much time was in between the confiscation and when he returned it. It looks like it was barely, like, it was not long. It wasn't long. He didn't have too much time to do things. Shells are shotgun rounds, casings for the most other guns. Okay. But even in a revolver, you would still have to take, like, the end out. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Gun the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. There's a laser sight attached. Take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what we expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine? None. That's what. Is there any point in me pushing any of this? That happened with early designs back in the day when you poured powder down the barrel, tamped it, and then put the bullet in. Right. Revolvers in particular? Yes. Huh. That is weird. I didn't think that was the thing at all. I just thought it would all go in at once. Man, life is complicated. Alright. We're still going, guys. Don't worry, guys. We'll finish this game, okay? We're gonna finish this case today. Coincidence, you say? Or was it a necessity?
Can't be both, pal.
Sure it can. We bodyguards need to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about him. It's not so far-fetched from her to pick something she's heard of that we also happen to use. Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun? It's probably something to do with its ease of use. No spent casings to chase down, for example. Wait, what? But didn't they just say... What does spent casings mean? Exactly. Perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way.
Hold it!
Because you swapped it there, it's on there. Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence?
Hold it!
Okay. Yeah, bottom of the shell or casing has a primer. Okay, primer is makeup, but that's fine. Trigger pulled, hammer hits the primer, ignites the powder, shot goes out. Right. I didn't know it was called primer, but I know about the little hammer. Just think. The shell casing stays in the gun, but after that depends on what type of gun it is. Okay. Vanilla Ice educated me. He 100% says shells falling in reference to the brass parts falling to the ground. It wasn't a shotgun in said song. Ice Ice Baby. Oh. I don't think I've ever properly listened to all the words of Ice Ice Baby, so something to do. Semi-automatics have an ejector as part of the firing mechanisms. They fire once. But automatically eject the casing and move the next bullet into position. Okay. Revolvers, right, okay. I see them in my brain. Revolvers hold the casing in place but rotate the cylinder to the next cartridge, which is the bullet casing. Ice Baby was terrible. I just thought with like revolvers, I always just thought there was just I guess I just didn't think of it as like an empty casing. You know what I mean? It was just sort of like, I don't know what I was thinking. Crazy. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder? I spoke earlier? Well now. Ugh, bro, put it down. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw. Reloads his gun every time he fires it. Every time. If I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. But even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time. What am I reading? Okay, sorry. I think I need to drink more water. I'm going crazy. Even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Right. He's saying he keeps restocking his gun. Of course, in order to swap the guns properly, you'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. You didn't have the chance to put on any gloves though, which means... Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing and resigned, aren't you? Game's all about done, see? Okay, hold up. So I want to present the guns. These things? And in the case of bolt action rifles and pump action, you have to manually cycle the rounds by the bolts or the pump. Yeah, because it goes there. That's your education for the day. Okay. I don't know why I was shocked by that. Like, in my brain, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But for some reason, it was just like, I don't know, just so weird. Alright. Do I just present the same thing again?
Objection!
Alright. I have your proof right here. That's your proof. I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth. I always work too hard. I actually really need a break. Thank you for highlighting it. I think I'll make an appointment and have a couple of days off. No, not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Go on, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook, the bishop, not a pawn, surely. The evidence the gun will probably provide is the bullet, is fingerprints. Fingerprints, namely your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection!
My prints? Pah, of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right over to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be?
Objection!
What if I told you there are prints on a part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point? What? What? Wait, you can't prove that. Oh, but I can. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happened as you said. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Here, look closely at the cylinders, Detective. You didn't switch the guns when I handed you the evidence, but if that was all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected, because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. There were 2 spent holes in the gun we found. Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun? We know he spent 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. Wait, really? Alright. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report?
So, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. Biddy-doo!
Huh? Maybe Knight and Rook were lovers and Knight got dumped and it went bad.
You know what? Absolutely true. No notes. You're telling me to put more gayness in my ace attorney? I'm here for it. Let it happen.
Alright. That's the other kind of design. Unless you handle guns or get interested academically, it's not something you need to know. Cool. Primer in this instance is basically a shock-sensitive explosive that's used in small quantities. Oh, this is difficult to read. I can do this. I'm a big girl. Quantities to set off a larger explosive. In bullets, it's a tiny explosion that goes off that sets off the powder. Cordite these days, gunpowder back in the day. In mine blasting, it's about a finger-sized primer charge that's sensitive to electricity. Though mining is a bit more complicated, we have a primer, a secondary charge. Okay. And a bulk blasting agent that's so inert that even the primer won't work. So basically there's just different igniters, right? You ignite different things and then it go boo. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that because oh. Okay, thank you Reshkavar. How's the game, everyone? It's making no sense. I feel like forensics could have mentioned that bit earlier. Right? Okay. I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from the handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. Kaboom! Boom! Knowledge is fun. Sorry, my knowledge with explosives is very academic. No, it's okay. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't like guns. They scare me as well. Like, you know, like, I don't really need to know anything about guns. Only as much as I need to understand murder mystery games. And my brain's just like... Poor little brain needs more love. The reason is with most explosives, you want to be able to drop them and not immediately destroy everything within range. Like your feet. Alright, I'm not a gun person, I'm a mining engineer person. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I understand a bit more. Tiny bit more, a little bit. And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullets that killed Mr. Bull, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin.
I didn't, I had a cookie. I wouldn't commit murder. I just wanted to eat my bag of biscuits over there. It's real good. Have it with some fairy bread. You know how it is. Good old fairy bread. I think I'm gonna be arrested for murder. Not good.
Checkmate. He did it! We did it! Blah, 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 blah. No! No! Hang on, I know some of those things. Oof. Is your neck still okay, man? Chocolate. I was gonna be very tight for security. That bastard, what could we have been for him? We've been charged by now. We've been in control of the whole team. Our whole thing was perfect. Your threat assassination was supposed to be flawless. Gun nerds are only nerds that scare me. Listen, I think you can be a nerd about a gun, but as soon as you start going to a gun convention, that's when I start worrying about it. You know, like, if you're interested in, like, the logistics of it, you know, like in forensic sort of ways, like, that's important, right? It's when you start needing to feel like you need to buy multiple or order ones overseas or something, that's kind of like, mate,
Well, I think you need to put something down.
Active gumshoe.
Right away, sir.
Can you tell that I can't do Miles' voice while eating Kit Kats?
Screw you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. Aye.
I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. Ah. So good.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Well, all in an afternoon's hard work. We did all of this within 2 hours, guys. Apparently. Not the actual game, but holy shit. Interesting. Alright. Gun fetish folk are the problem. My family used to be big into them. Now I don't like them anymore. My brothers have a bunch in Wyoming. There are more guns than people, and the guns have more rights. I'm just not a fan of just a lot of things in America. Just a lot of things where it's kind of like, I'm good. You know, like, stay here. Think about cake. I'm gonna buy cake. Cake is easily to buy. I don't think I could ever hold or own a gun, right? I don't like the idea of ever holding a gun. I get scared when I hold a sharp knife. I'm like, ugh. People think I'm weird when I do it, but I'm the one who's trying to keep the safety. Listen, America isn't doing too good right now. I love when you say that, Debbie. Just the phrasing of it. Listen, they're a little sick right now, you know, they just need some ibuprofen and they'll be fine. I find them interesting conceptually. Engineering and design is interesting, and guns have a lot of really precision engineering. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, things are okay for 3 to 4 days. Did you guys hear that they managed to get a ceasefire in Gaza? I just want to say, like, I don't know everything, obviously, but I'm just saying. Like, one, that literally is happening on the 19th, the last day that Biden is in office, right? Really? Had not heard that. Yeah, apparently. They apparently managed to get a ceasefire. I'm a little confused by it too. Hope it holds. Yeah, right? But I just... I'm sad that it happened so late, because there was a John Oliver episode that talked about how a lot of people in relation to the Palestine issue and the like were saying, you know, Biden needs to do more in relation to all of that stuff, right? And you know, they're basically like, I'm not voting for you because you're not taking a bold enough stance against this. And then literally the last day that he is like working, he managed to do that. Like, I'm just like, fuck. If only it happened like months ago. John Oliver's a treasure. He is. It's a good video. Anyway, that's all I was gonna say. That's going down in Gaza is terrible. It's a whole thing. Probably get over it in 4 years or so, even though we'll have residual side effects. Pancakes, don't remind me, I already have a mental break. It's alright, dude, don't worry. Remember, you're high right now, so nothing is real. If only that was the case. Don't worry, Neb. Alright. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, it was weird finding out that information, because my brain was just like, it was like, I like to believe that despite, like, losing, you know, like, him and Harris, like, losing and stuff like that, he was still working every day up to the very end to get that ceasefire in. So, respect, but also like, holy fuck, man. I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. I'm definitely not like on Twitter. Guys, random side point, completely random side point, okay. So, there's a game coming out called My Time at Evershine. It's the third game that came out. So there's My Time at a Porsche and then My Time at Sandrock. I haven't played Sandrock for reference, but they're making a new game. All of the character models are going to look more like Coral Island rather than like kind of, for the lack of a better word, dumpy. I mean that in a nice way. I just don't know, like they're more like, more cartoonish, maybe is probably a better word, versus more realistic, hyper realistic. Yeah. Yeah, so I threw money at it. Was basically like, yes please, because the game looks amazing. The concepts around the game look awesome. And when so sorry, this is a Kickstarter project. So I put money into the Kickstarter. And then we had the choice to vote who we wanted from previous games and who to put into the new game. Anyway, I just kind of like, I sort of just looked at the list and was like, oh, I'll just like Google the names I recognize and kind of choose which ones, because I only played the first game, so I didn't quite remember everyone and da-da-da-da. Anyway, so this one of these other characters won, called Fang, and I was like, oh, all right, yeah, sure. Anyway, and then they were like posting like pictures of what like Fang looked like, and I was like, hang on. You guys chose the right decision. So I literally wrote, so they posted a picture of the Fang and like what he's probably going to look like in Evershine. And I literally posted something that was like, not gonna lie, I didn't vote for Fang, but I didn't know he existed. Thank you for everyone for outvoting me. You totally had it right. Cause like, whew, he has like a pet crow and he's cute as fuck. Anyway, I call it my copium and gods only know how much more I'll need. Luckily it's more-ish legal over there. I still get confused whether it's legal in Australia. I don't think it is. Like medicinally, it's okay, but not like recreationally. I don't know, people confuse me. I don't know what people are doing in their lives. Anyway, back to the game. But yeah, My Time at Evershine. I'm probably still gonna have to wait until 2027 till it comes out, but I'm very excited.
Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
It's suddenly very presidential again. Not that we're back outside the plane. Now that we're...
I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him.
You want me to handle it? Not Rook?
Rook refused, but I can rely on you, can't I?
Of course, sir, you can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And I'll play his part like the pawn he is.
The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. Looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played as a part in his decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. Yeah, it's fully legal in my state. Medically and recreationally. Okay. Yeah. That was your crime, and it is a crime you will have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played.
I'm still expecting this guy to die in like a future case. We'll find out.
And I will no longer be able to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet, and probably die. And when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Jangfa. You will always be welcome.
Aw, thanks, buddy. Bye-bye, shirt muscles. Oh, thank you. Y'all don't even know how grateful I am. All's well that ends well. Ms. Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. I know. I'm awfully sorry about everything. Truly, I am. I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits. There sure are. I got some serious thinking to do. Hey, you did it, Mr. Edgeworth. There was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum. Earns eternal gratitude of president. Great line. How's that for a headline? Too wordy. Well, like, prosecutor saves president. Yeah. Hey, that's there my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment. Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun. As well I should be. The case is not over yet.
Oh, it isn't? How come, sir?
Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over. What? The samurai? The Shelly? What? 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 It's fully illegal in mine. Dang. That's rem. Just eat chocolate. Even though chocolate's getting more expensive because of cocoa beans. But, where there's not chocolate, there's rice. That reminds me. Okay, so, guys, I bought something called sushi rice, okay? And apparently I need to cook it with, like, rice vinegar. I need to find out what rice vinegar looks like. Anyway, this is not my priority right now. What does it look like? Can I buy it from Woolworths? There is some. Bento Japanese rice wine vinegar. Maybe I can make... I really want to make, like, the sticky rice. Sushi rice is great. Yeah, right? It's so good. And it's, like, kind of sweet. And I want to figure out how to figure it out. I do not cook with rice wine vinegar. With only... What? How? I'm a recovered drug addict, alcoholic. The hardest thing I do is tea. I hate the taste of alcohol. So every time I drink alcohol, it's more like a suffering sentence than anything. So unless it's like, unless I have it like self-inflicted on the off occasion. I don't mind weed where I live being decriminalized. Hell, I even dabble in it from time to time. I just hate how my country treats the dispensaries around here that sell it. Basically, the dispensaries set up shop, get visited by a government worker who usually gets them on a build code violation, then offers them a vacant spot that's been pawned off in a lottery, which always seems to go to the top grosser dispensary that enters. The country makes millions doing this. Rice wine vinegar is very strong in flavor. You want a small amount. Wait, hold up. Let me get the recipe. It's like on the back of the container. Alright. What? I make my own sushi. I had DIY sushi for breakfast. Masubi counts, right? What's masubi? It's great. I always get it with my poke. Okay, so here it says, close lid and press start. Well, this is with a rice cooker. God, going insane. Boil for sushi rice. Mix 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Oh, it's sugar. I didn't see that in here. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Doesn't 1 tablespoon of sugar seem like a lot? So 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. Once rice is cooked, stir mixture through rice, spread out, and allow to cool. So, anyway, I need some. Sugar is actually not needed. Wait, what? But sugar is tasty. Sushi, read that. It's rice, seaweed, and spam. Okay. So you just have those 3 things together and that's it? Nice, good on you. Listen. As long as you're having rice, it's a meal. That's my rule. Oh yeah, that's right, we're playing the game. What was the game trying to tell me? Shelly the Killer or the Steel Samurai. But we know what happened with Steel Samurai, because the other guy shot it. Unless we're talking about the fact that Larry gave it.
Take that!
This one? The Killer's calling card. Mr. Tequila has yet to complete his assignment. You mean might still try to murder the president? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister. I would like to see, like, the dude does die, and the killer is there, but he's like, shit, I didn't actually get the hit in, it wasn't me. Or maybe even the killer dies. That'd be crazy. Good. If rice is a meal, I have health concerns. Listen, sometimes there's nothing to eat in the house, but rice has got you sorted. Guys, are you in the house without a meal? No bread in sight? Do you possibly have no cheese or potatoes or any other sort of carb or vegetable-based meal? Well, luckily, rice has got you sorted. Rice is the best bud you could ever have. 1 tub of this bitch can last you, well, depending how often you eat it, often. It can feed you for a whole 10 years. And just by eating a bit at a time, you will be fed by this delicious rice. Alright, so get yourself some rice today, and you will never starve to death, because where there is rice, there is heart. Alright. Take a shot every time Hannah slaps the bag. Okay, that's a bad idea. Slapping rice ass. You know how it is. All about that rice. I'm all about that rice. About that rice. No trouble. Alright. The sugar is common overseas, but not authentic for traditional sticky rice. Some places in Japan use sake, rice wine, as well as mirin, rice wine vinegar. Okay. No, but like, if I want to have the tasty stuff that is usually served at a Japanese restaurant, do I put the sugar in or not? I would like to see Tequila getting his own ice cream store. Not just a cart, he could finally get out of the game. Well, that's why I'm like shocked he was in the game to begin with, because the last time we saw him in game, he kind of got like, he almost got like accused of a murder? No, fudge. Someone else, I don't remember. He was kind of like, fuck, that was close. Aced it. Ask at the place you like if they put sugar in theirs or not. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna put the rice back away. Rice. Or or just make a batch one way and one the other way. See which one's better. That's a good idea. Alright. Ugh. Okay. Sorry. My heart is still like, oh, I've got 3 more days of work still. And it's like, it's hard. Okay, I just need 1 more day, you know? I wish I could stay up and keep playing and get everything done. It's just not the way it's gonna go. It sucks. Anyway. Cool beans, radical, tubular. What is the alternative of cool beans? Hot. Peas? Yeah. Swag. Peachy keen. Hot peas. Yeah! GG! We did it! Woo! Also noteworthy, probably made sticky rice as like glue. You will almost certainly make a terrible mess the first time you try to make sushi. It's fine, don't be discouraged. It takes practice. Best tip for handling it. Anything you don't want to stick to it should be wet, hands included. Alright, so just make everything wet. Got it. Alright, okay. Woo! Okay, back to the game. Oh my god, chat is cute. Sorry, I'm just double checking my shifts. And I need to check my alarms. Alright. Okay, guys. I have half an hour until you start badgering me to go to bed. Spurring plus tipping. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. Everyone except my beloved Phoenix. Oh, where have you gone, Phoenix? Come back home. I miss him. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. Hannah, we don't have D&D tomorrow, do we? No. What? What are you talking about? House, why would you think that? I said, okay, my Thursday. Next week. Bro, it's been 4 days. Why would there be D&D tomorrow? Pretty great clip in Discord. Oh no. What happened? Oh my god, Lily! Sorry, I just had Lily message me. Okay. Rice has got you sorted. Oh fuck yeah. Rice is hot. Slap that Rice ass. Do it. Alright. Have you seen Rice's ass? Slap that bitch today. Cause it's hella fine. I love it. I just wanted to check. No, I guess you asked me. Wait, so we literally had one on Monday, and then you asked me the Tuesday night when the next one was, and I said next Thursday. So it's just funny to me that you, like, asked. Like, we're still in the same week. I don't have that much time in my burns. I got work tomorrow morning. People say some things is next day here. I often think, oh, the next following day in the week. Oh, yeah, no. No. Like, next week's day. Like, next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday. Alright, my mistake. Don't worry, mate. Turnabout trigger. The captive turnabout. Is this going to be like a person with a really fancy like headbang? Turnabout legacy. Turnabout forsaken. Turn about for the ages. God, this is gonna get more dramatic as it goes on. Alright. Start of the next episode. Let's go. Alright, guys. Important. This is all gonna be important. Why is there a prison? Is this a high security prison? A bell? Oh, I don't like this. Really up with the visual effects for this, huh? Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, shit! Mr. Knight was killed? What? In jail? What? Oh, I don't like this. It's a dog! Rough. Okay. Not good. Oh my god, what? I love it. It's just like, anyway, gotta leave. Wait, what is happening? Yeah, I don't know what's happening either. Okay, I'm out for reals this time. Yeah, see ya, Ava. Good luck with the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Alright. March 27th, 10:16 a.m. So this is 2 days later. Visitor's room. Still no sign of them, huh? Yeah. How long do they intend to keep us waiting? Now, Edgeworth. I'm sure the guard will bring him in any second. The killing of Bastion Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the park, and today we're paying a visit to the detention center. Our aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. His trial is due to start tomorrow, and I am to be the prosecutor behind the bench. What's taking so long? You there, what's going on?
I don't know, sir. I'll go and check. We've got a situation. No, he's been killed. What?
Killed? In the detention center? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Kay, you're still a 17-year-old child. Please, like, don't be the seeker. Also, is this a Leatherface reference on the side? Right, guard, take us to the scene of the crime at once. Yes, sir. Look at them run! Oh, they're so cute, I love them. So it didn't happen in the holding cells, but surely that was where he was being held. What's the holdup? The crime scene's this way. Is it?
Where are you taking us? Doesn't this door lead to...
The prison proper, yes, proper. You mean those cells aren't part of the prison? Not exactly, no. Those are the detention center's holding cells. That's where defendants are kept while they're awaiting trial. The area beyond this door serves a rather different purpose.
Yeah, it's where the people who are convicted serve out their time.
And you put them all behind like a locked weird door? I suppose you could say it's the last place a great thief should ever want to be. I've unlocked it, sir. Please follow me. This really just threw us into it. This is a weird looking place. It's all the way in here. He came a long way. He's over at the top of a tab. Bleeding from the neck. And the chessboard. Fuck. That's Knight, alright, but he's dead. How could this have happened? And how did he wind up inside the prison proper? Why is it called prison proper? This is horrible. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered? I can hardly believe it myself, but there can be no doubting the evidence of our own eyes. What he's doing here? I thought he was being held in the detention center, no? He was. He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun yet. The law states that until convicted, suspects are to be kept in cells separate from the main prison. Waves from bed. Hi, bed. How you doing, Astanio? Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been in here.
Maybe he wandered his way over?
There's a giant door. The detention center and the prison are separated. Were not only by two heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. Right. Okay. That would have been a long way to wander, especially for a detainee. I suppose we'd better take a look at Knight's body. We need to examine the scene of the crime carefully if we want to get to the bottom of this. Okay, they're really just throwing me into it right now, aren't they? But there's another door over here? No, this is just a solid wall. Okay. But if they showed a dog in the screen, why was there a top? So maybe there was a dog here that got let loose and then attacked him, and someone still would have had to let the dog go, right? This is weird. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, just do a little save. How game? Game good. I've got my laptop in bed on a Thursday. You know the answer isn't going to be good. Listen, we all know how cursed Thursdays are. No, yeah, it's not good. You better rest up, otherwise I'm coming for your ovaries in a bad way. Like, I'm gonna take them out of your body, I'm assuming. Or you're, yeah, more cursed. I was gonna say, unless you're actually sick. Thursdays can suck sometimes. You can fucking take them. Have you ever gotten checked for, like, endometriosis or something? I earlier woke up, had to find my phone that fell to the ground during the night. I opened the phone, very sleepy, and the tweet just greets me like, hi! And I'm like, what the fuck? It was very funny. I just, you know, okay, so I found a clip ages ago, Lily, where you were just like, oh yeah, that's great, sweetie, or sorry that happened to you, or something like that. It was like something like, yeah, I'm totally paying attention, sweetie, that's great, or I don't care, whatever, you know. And I just, anyway, and then I saw that tweet by literally like one of the people that made Baldur's Gate 3, and I was like, Lily? I say that sometimes. First time I mentioned it, it was a brush off. This Monday I asked again and they went, okay, let's book you for some ultrasounds. Good, because this is ridiculous, man. It happens all the time. You should have gotten, like, checked ages ago. Also, make sure, even if they don't have, like, proof, make sure they're thorough, like, in and out. Because I had a friend who found out she had so she was like, there's something wrong, right? She got checked for endometriosis. They found nothing. She checked again, and they couldn't find anything. They found, and then she finally did another check, and they found out that the eggs and stuff, which is gross, actually were growing on the outside of, like, her body. Like the outside, well, not of her body, but like outside the area that it's supposed to be growing in. And so she had to go in and have surgery for that. So, like, be thorough. I cried in the appointment because I was so grateful that I finally got listened to. That's devastating. It should never be that bad. My big sis has endo. It sucks for her. I have a similar story to that, but with the male version. Sperm blockage? I don't... What? Just like, sorry mate, nothing's coming out. I can't imagine something as bad that's like the equivalent. Like the equivalent part specifically, like just because I'm like, one's inside of you, one's outside of you? Or something? I don't know anything about the body. Hairs grew inside of his, well, area. No. But it's so dumb because I'm fine as long as I just don't eat and I'm lying down. Boyfriends, Estania, that is not fine. What the fuck? Yeah. I always hate stuff like that because it's always like, yeah, I'm in pain, but I'm fine. Oh my god, did I tell you? I don't know if you heard this yesterday. My sister So, Adara's regularly in pain, right? It's just a regular occurrence because she doesn't know if something's wrong with her bowel or her back or whatever. So she'd been in particularly, pain, like a large amount of pain recently. She went to the physio the other day, which luckily her physio was really good with like hypermobility and stuff. And she found out she had 3 dislocated ribs. So 3 of her ribs were just wedged the wrong direction. And so they had to like massage it back into place. And it's like, oh god, like what? Whoa, what? Yeah. So Adara's fine. It was funny, she went to work and she told her boss the next day, or like today, and he was like, what? Are you okay? What are you doing here? Almost like that, which should have been like a big enough thing for her to like stay home for the day, I guess, but Adara is such a trooper with pain. Like it's sad how much pain is so regular to her that she doesn't think about like the different ebbs and flows of it. She's gonna get checked for EDS. What's that? But I don't get much pain. It's just debilitating fuzzy brain. It shouldn't be that way though. Should be. Want it to be different. Okay. What were we doing? Oh yeah. We're investigating a murder, guys. Crazy, huh? Oh shit. Alright, off to a good start. Evil Dentistry. I fucking knew it. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. That looks familiar. God damn it, Dennis. Anytime she says Ehlers-Danlos, I'm gonna Google this, even though I'm sure you're about to explain to me what it is, but 2 references is also good. Overly flexible joints that can dislocate, and skin that's translucent, elastic, and bruises easily. In some cases, this may be dilation and even rupture of the major blood vessels. I don't know. I think I mentioned it before. I know a lot of people with it. It ain't fun. I don't know if it's to this extent. That's the thing. Like, this makes it sound like it's, like, super serious, you know? I could ask Adara. Overly flexible joints that can just... yeah, like some, like, you know, like the hypermobility, absolutely. And obviously the dislocation of the bones, but I wouldn't say yes to the rest of this. But in saying that, I don't know what's wrong with Adara. In the nicest way possible. Easier because there are varying degrees of symptoms. It can be super severe and some can be mild. Oh, okay. I don't know if mild is the right term. More like specific in different fields. Let's put it that way. From what I just read, there's like different elements that encompass EDS. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask her. But yeah, like Adara's still, I'm pretty sure, trying to figure out like what's wrong with her gut because she has like a pain in like one side of her gut. And she doesn't, you know, like she tries to eat well, doesn't do anything. Tries cutting out like nuts and seeds and stuff, doesn't do anything. She's trying to get it checked with like gastroenterologist. Aced it. She'd be so proud of me. Very sleepy. That's fair. So getting looked at the gut as well as an endo. That's good. That's good. Just try and find anything and everything that could be the problem. Roll for what? What am I rolling for, Lil? How to ensnare your heart? What do you mean? I already have it. It's in this thing. It's in my jar over here. Honor check. Well, I fucking dropped the dice. That's a good start. Why am I doing an honor check? I like how my accent just keeps going super strong. After doing that guy's voice for so long, my brain just keeps going, "G'day, mate. How's it going?" It's not typically how I speak. You know how we got sanity in our one-shot? Honor is an extra optional ability you can have. What? Why honor is an ability, but hey. What? Okay, I'm just gonna roll. I got a 5, so I'm gonna die. These seem to be lists of prisoners' reservations for this workshop. What are all these numbers, Mr. Edgeworth? Prisoner numbers, I imagine. I hate to be given a number like that. I'd rather agree. People are meant to have names. I'd much rather be called Great Thief or the Second Yashigarasu. Alright, no name for you then, I guess. Anything out of the ordinary to report, officer? Yes, sir. There's one thing. Go on. There's a body in the workshop, sir. That's right, that's definitely out of the ordinary. If anything else occurs to you, you know where to find me. You're not honorable enough to have your personal Lily plush. Aww, but I do. She's right over here. Flap, flap. Flap, flap. It's my precious girl. You are now aware that up until now, until you go to bed, you're going to be hearing and thinking in Miles' voice. You know, what the fuck? That's me! Exactly. I kidnapped you ages ago, don't you remember? Right here. Very cute little burbo. Cute just like you. Mm-hmm. Alright. So many orbs. This part of the floor is covered with dirt.
You know what that means, sir? Footprints.
Too many footprints, unfortunately. We'll need a specialist to identify them.
Guess we're just gonna wait until forensics gets here.
Yes, and in the meantime, if you could refrain from treading all over it.
I want to slip and get the old jacket dirty, huh? Good point, Mr. Edgeworth, thanks.
My concern was for the footprints, not your jacket, detective. So what is this? I keep smelling like... You're okay, computer, right? I keep smelling like that light kind of like soldering smell, you know? And my brain's like, Listen, I love the smell of soldering, but like this is ridiculous. What? Why isn't Effie a hoot hoot in this set of stream avatars? Hadn't thought about it. But that does raise an interesting point. Why is hoot hoot not purple? There are optional rules like injuries. If you get to 0 HP at any point, you can roll at a table and get a random injury or effect. That would be kind of crazy. Can you imagine? You get downed and then you could like roll to see if you lose a limb or not. Is there a button there? Oh no, the button's just at the bottom. Okay. Alright. This looks like a pulley of some kind. Maybe the prisoner use it for work? I suppose so, yes. Okay, so I know you're going to say no, but absolutely not, okay? You're not permitted to swing on that rope. Oh, I knew it! Oh, I should have known you were being serious. Weird having something like this in a prison, huh? A cage inside a cage? Technically, Kay, a prison isn't made up of cages, but cells. What's the difference? No offense, Mr. Edgeworth, but you've got to look at the basic nature of things more. Yes, and the basic nature of an investigation is the pursuit of accurate facts and information. Right, okay. A whip? Franziska! Oh. These tops are rather colorful. They kind of stand out in a room like this, don't they? They certainly don't look like they belong in the prison. So someone brought them in? Hey look, there's a whip on top of them. You know what that reminds me of, right? Hey, maybe it's actually hers. Maybe she left it in here. Not a chance. She and her whips are attached at the wrist, trust me. Or the hip? It would make more sense because that's where she keeps it coiled. Anyway. Praise the tiny orb. Where's the tiny orb? There he is. Oh my god. How you doing, cheese? Praise the orb. Praise the tiniest boy. There he is. There for your enjoyment. If only he was in focus. Oh, shit. Oh. Alright. How you doing, cheese? Just remember, if you hear a pop or crack sound come from your PC, it's too late, you're fucked. That's not what I want to hear, but good to know. Is that right? Okay. I mean, there is a key difference. Cages are meant to display beings that are potentially dangerous or hard to control, but still desirable to have around. Oh, like a bird. Okay. Cells are designed to be out of sight and out of mind of the general public. Interesting. Good, tired, so normal. Yeah. Honestly, that's the correct statement. If anyone comes up to you and doesn't say tired in some capacity, then they're lying to you. They're actually tired. You know what I mean? It's just the way it goes. There's a rope near Knight's body too. Speaking of which, want to see my super stealthy rope escape trick? Thanks, but I'll let you know when I'm in need of saving. Seems genuinely disappointed. She really worries me. Alright, is that everything? Alright. I just want to investigate everything first. It's a sink. It doesn't seem to contain any useful clues. Nope. No whiff of treasure either. You know we're not actually looking for treasure, right? What's with all the weird equipment? I'm not sure, but I don't see anything particularly suspicious here. It smells weird though. Kind of musky, like wet fur. I didn't know you had such a keen nose. Oh, it's nothing special really, except when it comes to sniffing out treasure. Remind me to seal all my valuables right away in an airtight containers. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll never steal any of your stuff. But you would happily steal someone else's. I'm not sure that's entirely reassuring. What about this bottle right here? That's suspicious. I guess not. I guess it's not suspicious. Hey, Gumshoe.
Oh, yes, sir. Arrested for murder on the afternoon of the 25th and killed on the morning of the 27th. Talk about instant karma. Never would have thought how Perp would turn into a victim himself, though.
Yes, I don't like this at all.
You don't suppose it was that ice cream guy, do you, sir? Nat had seen his face, right? Maybe he couldn't afford to let him live.
Shelly to Killer, you mean? No, if this was his doing, would have left a calling card. Philip! Oh my god! It's our gorgeous boy! Hi, Philip! Philip, thank you for the tier 3 subscription for literally 2 years. What do you know? Is it 2 years? Now I'm questioning myself. Wait, no, 4 years. Holy fuck, no. 4 years. Fuck my life. Maths. 4 years. It's me. Everyone, praise the duck. Praise duck. Yes. Do the duck party. Shh. Duck party. Hold up. There's gotta be music here. Duck. Where's the party music? It's gotta be here somewhere, guys. Don't worry. There's gonna be duck. There's gotta be duck dance. Something. How you doing, Philip? How you going? Alright, guys, we can just end stream here, right? It doesn't matter. We don't need anything more of this. How you doing, Philip? Given there's a pen, a sink of the kind for dog washing, a cage. Yeah, it's clearly looking after animals. Bye, stream. No more stream. Isn't the only one what he's looking for. We do too. Oh yeah, I guess he's alive still. Shh. I have to go to bed soon, but obviously, Philip is way more important. Doing great. Hope you too. Yeah. Listen, I'm tired and may have hurt my hand. And, you know, from playing games and having too much work, and I still have 3 days of work in a row and got more work next week. But, like, that doesn't matter. Because you exist, and you're great. Hello, chat. I love you all. I love you, Philip. Wings, you need to change the screen back. No, I'm closing the game. I have to go to bed soon anyway, and I'm just gonna be distracted by Philip anyway. There's optional rules for alien technology. I misspelled it as alien technology. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, alien technology. Absolutely. You got this, Han. Thanks. I'm doing it slowly but surely. Yeah. No, we were playing Spider-Man, and obviously that requires a lot of like button mashing. And then I've had work multiple times in a row, so like my hand's a little fucky, but that's okay. No, time for sleep, y'all. Oh, love you guys. Love you too, aliens. Sleep well. Keep that alien technology locked up time. That's the way. Suffer through the pain. How's everything else going? Are you back at work? How long have you been back at work for? Yeah, I have to go to bed soon, so I just thought I'd enjoy this. I'm still waiting for like I'm really hoping there's gonna be like the Switch 2 announcement tomorrow, so I'm waiting for like, hopefully an announcement on that. 3. Yes, since 2nd of January. Oh damn. It's the same day Adara went back to work. Nice. Good on you. Is it gonna be announced? I'm still can't believe that, like, I feel like Nintendo Switch haven't said anything. Sorry. I just keep thinking about it. Alright. Stopped working since the 2nd. Same day I went back. Day. I feel like they would have been announced the direct announcement by now though. I don't know, sometimes they're very much like, I find out the morning that they're gonna do one that night. Sometimes. And when I say the morning, I mean like, obviously like, anywhere between like, now and the next couple hours, but... Yeah, no, it's weird. It's weird. Like, the fact that we might just not get an announcement is crazy to me, because so many people are hyping it up. It's like, y'all need to chillax. I mean, I'm excited, but like, only if it's gonna happen. Allegedly, Nintendo are royally pissed over all the leaks. Oh, really? And go and sleep before Hannah now. It is a competitive. It is a competitive. Fight for the competitive. Oh my god, Philip! That reminds me. Sorry, I'm trying to put everything down without everything falling apart. Look at this! Emma made me a pillow! And it's a star and it's squishy, but it has like a nice like swirl of patterns in the center. How cool is that? It's so cool. Yeah, she gave this to me today. She was like, hey, I've got your gift for you. And I was like, what? I'd legitimately forgotten all about it. It's so cool. Hell yeah. I love it. Looks great. I know. It's so fluffy too. I got to walk all the way home holding it and I'm like, yeah. I love it. Hell yeah. She made it like kind of bulbous in the center so I could sit an orb on top. That was literally her plan. So now it's gonna sit in the background. Nintendo likes to control their narrative. Not surprised they're annoyed. That's true. If the stuff that they've seen are 100% legit, imagine having every detail of your next big project revealed by someone, the specs, the design, etc. True. No, I'd be pretty pissed. Especially considering, I feel like with the stuff previous, it's kind of like you hear a little bit, but you're uncertain, da-da-da-da-da. And now this time, it's very much like everything's kind of like coming out, and it's just sort of like nothing to do to kind of like stop it, really. At least that's my perspective. Anyway, farewell. All they have left is the name, release date, and price point. Very true. Which honestly will probably get revealed too. Almost too much. What happened to the Quinto Tarantino when the Hateful Eight got leaked? He retaliated by scrapping the whole finished project and starting over. Is that really a good idea, though? It hurts. That's why I don't like this tape. I had to take this off this morning before I went to work, and it was just like, definitely not because I drooled on it in the middle of the night. Listen, I'm stressed. I drool when I stress. We talk about this. I love your haircut too. You haven't seen my haircut? It hasn't been that long. You've seen my haircut, but thank you. I like it. It's definitely like, it's one of those things where I feel like the haircut always needs to settle back into like the natural like look of my face, and it's currently at that, and I am looking banger. Looks good currently, and then probably my fringe will just grow out just a little too far, and then I'll be like fucking back to the beginning. Back to accidentally getting my fringe cut way too short, and then I have to wait for it to grow out again, and it's just a whole process. I really wish I could just freeze my haircut in time and just be like, all right, this is perfect. Okay. I could do this. I'm fine, guys. It's definitely not like peeling off all the hair on my arm. Okay. We did it. Oh. I hate that there's marks on my arm of where it was. You can kind of see that. Oh, no. Alright. Anyway. But yeah. I hope you're doing well, Philip. I hope you're doing great. Yeah. It's been... The last 2 weeks have been going very slowly, and it's been very weird. It's kind of like I keep waiting for it to kind of speed by a little bit, and it's just not happening. And it's like, okay, alright, I guess we're just living this now. Like, work hasn't been super busy, which has been a blessing, but it also means it's been super long. I've gotten more shifts recently, and it's just... It's a lot. It's a lot of pain. But hopefully tomorrow will be alright. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, because my arm was in pain, I kind of pivoted to, we haven't actually finished Spider-Man, for reference. We didn't actually finish Spider-Man because it was, my arm hurt. I was like, we're taking a pivot, we're playing Ace Attorney, so hopefully when my arm is feeling more up to date, is what I'm gonna call it, we'll finish the game, because I have literally, like, probably the final boss to do, and then I'm done, so. I don't know. My brain's like, is there anything else I'd want to tell Philip? If I talk to Philip, I'd probably just tell you, like, every tiny nuance of my life, and we don't quite have time for that. Our stream is winding down, but I'm gonna go play Witcher 3 until the sun comes up. Goodbye, stuff. Goodbye and stuff. Goodbye. See ya. Enjoy Witcher 3. Who are you romancing? It's fine. Anyway, I want to know. I need to know for, like, data sheets. I know you've probably left, but just think on it. Alright. Bedtime. We're gonna go to bed. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm like, Philip's here and I have to leave. It's been a hard year, but I've been managing pretty well. Just in the terms of, like, the start of the year. Yennefer is my goal because I am a committed man. Good on you. Good on you. That's one of the reasons why I feel bad when I go for Triss. I like Triss is so much nicer, but not going for Yennefer makes me feel like, you know, like, it really does feel like Triss was a little bit more of a fling versus, like, Yennefer, who was, like, a long ongoing relationship. I don't know. I need to read the books and find out what happened. Anyway, but yeah, I hope everything goes well for you, Philip. Philip, you got this, okay? Especially with all, like, if you're, well, I don't know what exactly you're doing, but, like, you made it sound like you were just, like, inheriting a lot of, like, new stuff in terms of your, like, business dynamic or something. The point is, you got this, okay? One step at a time, drink plenty of water, treat yourself when you can. You know, just little chocolates. Triss is the choice for me. Yennefer is the choice for Geralt. That's a good choice, yeah. Triss is definitely my choice. She's gorgeous. She sets fire to things. I want to set fire to things. Can you imagine two lesbians who just both have pyromaniac tendencies? That'd be crazy. Both pyromancers. Let's go. Sounds like a great D&D idea. No, just my sister being boohoo a year. Our mum passed away. I don't want to give away her stuff. Oh. Right. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand the nuance. Are you going to bed? Yes, I am going to bed. Once I feel like I finish talking to Philip. I will in a second, it's okay. But yeah, is sad? Sorry, I feel like spelling boo-hoo is usually like a, oh, boo-hoo, you know, like, rather than being like, I am sad face. Yeah. It definitely can be like really weird going through like stuff like that, because it's always like you have like memories with stuff. You're talking to someone who has a golf ball in her bag, so I can't really say much. It was funny when we went through our like Nan stuff. I mean, like, Nan hasn't passed, but like when she had to move out of her home, we went through so many little different things, and it was weird because in my brain I had such a emotional attachment to like little different things, and then obviously like I was like, oh, like, wouldn't this be a good thing to like give this person and whatever, but obviously everyone kind of went through, got the things they wanted, and we went through and got the things we wanted, and it's kind of like, you know, I was looking at all the stuff that people hadn't grabbed yet, and I was like, wait, no one wanted this? Like, what are you talking about? And it's like, oh, I guess other people probably make more money so they can just, you know, buy new stuff as they need it. Versus me, who was like, oh my god, there's a cool lantern! Like, look at this. Look. I don't know, I found it in my grandparents' place. I'm gonna keep this for way too long. Just wait for it. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh, I liked it. Yeah, right? It looks good. It's like aesthetic purposes. I'm like, what if I got like a little light behind it or something and I could like bluify it and put it in the background? I just feel like I need it. Are the batteries dead? I have no idea. I haven't turned it on, I haven't used it at all, but it just looks cool. There's a lot of stuff from my mom, like clothes and that stuff, still in my home, and I need space. That makes sense. So it's definitely that kind of like, you need to like, you know, quote unquote, put things to rest. Almost. God, I don't know how else to put it. I guess, you know, like, you leave your, like, you know, like, the attachment you have for items for the sake of what I'm going to say, evolving? You know what I mean. I'm so sorry. It's not evolving. Hi, this is happening, just evolving. I'm so sorry, Philip. I hope you understand what I'm insinuating. My sister is like, no, can't do it. Evolving. I need you to go up to, you know, your significant other and just be like, evolving. Alright. Anyway, secrets. Sorry, I can't stop laughing over it. Alright. Mine switch on like the light is pulled up like yours, so does yours have a switch to turn it on separately from that? I can have a look. I understood that, don't worry. Okay, cool. A switch. Oh, the bottom screws out. Oh, God. Guys, I think there's some very dead batteries in the bottom of that. Like, extremely dead. Like, I shouldn't be touching that with my hand, kinda dead, you know? Let's just keep it closed. Listen, why would I ever need to use it, really? How do I screw this back in? God, I'm going insane. Oh, the poof batteries? I don't know what poof batteries- they're AAAs, like what do you mean? Come on, screw in. Screw! Come on! Where's Lily? What, you aren't asleep? How dare. It's okay, we're talking to Philip! Remember when I said that there's a guy called Philip and we love him dearly? He's here. Whoa. Oh. Sorry, I probably look like a damn idiot. Come on. Can you guys tell that I don't do anything like this anymore? I hope I didn't just get weird battery stuff acid on me. Listen, I'll wash my hands in a second. Is it screwy? Screw in! You know what? I'm just gonna leave you like this. You're going over here now. Why did I try anything? Dead batteries in that they've popped and leaked everywhere. Well, they haven't leaked everywhere. It's a little bit. So I've been fighting over that, and I've told her if she doesn't go to my house and grab stuff she wants to keep, I'll give everything to a church or something, or somewhere where it's needed. Woof. Hello, a guy called Philip, and we love him. He's our duck man, remember? The duck man. He's the best, okay? Philip is our designated Discord dad. He's the best boy. Where is the thing? Here it is. Touching that stuff is fine, but don't get it in your mouth, eyes, or anything else. Alright. Start with this, and then I'll wash my hands in a second. Okay. Yeah, no, that's really unfortunate because it's one of those things where it's like, you don't really want to set an ultimatum when it comes to stuff like that. But when it comes to like space in your own house, it's kind of like, yeah, it is very much like that sort of thing where it's just like, take the stuff. Like, even if you have to kind of shove it into a corner somewhere and maybe at some point you like sort it out, you know, like when Atara and I grabbed like tons of stuff from granddad's and nan's, we had like so much stuff, but it was kind of nice because we just like put it in the middle of like our rooms, and we just kind of like, you just find little crevices, you just go shoot, 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 and you're like, this is nice. Like, you're putting pieces of different people together to kind of build your environment effectively. And she needs to kind of take that on as well. What? No, don't raid me. Guys, I should be asleep. No, what are you doing? Sorry, I didn't have my headphones on. I wasn't listening. Oh hey, by the way. No, Cheese, I need to go to bed. Why would you do this? You bitch. Sorry to raid and run, but I gotta go to bed. Oh no, you too. Don't chat will yell at me. I'm supposed to be in bed. I have work. I need to get up at like 6:45. I'm not gonna get my 8 hours of sleep. I blame Cheese. Cheese, what are you doing? What are you doing raiding me? I'm gonna go to bed. Go pass out, mates. My god. Go to bed. What are you doing, lads? Alright. Whoops. What do you mean, whoops? You had my stream open, right? I'm literally- it's fine. Guys, I'm going to bed. Alright. Whoops. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, thank you for the raid, Star Kissed Vixen. I hope you had a good stream. Have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna have a good night. Go to bed. I will. I love you, Philip. You're the best. Awesome. You got this, okay? Be strong. Be confident. make those decisions. Okay. Give hugs. Okay. She probably just needs more hugs. You should offer her hugs. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you'll have an excellent day today and tomorrow. Okay. Have a good night's sleep, everybody. Dab. I forget that dabbing's not really a thing anymore. And I'll be like walking around, like I'll look over at my sister and I'll just go, bam. And I like sit there and I'm like, oh shit, I'm the weird dorky one. Always happen. Anyway, everyone have a good night's sleep. Take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Alright? Bye-bye.